Welcome back. It was about 15, 16 days ago that we inoculated our reishi liquid culture, our turkey tail grain jars, and our lion's mane grain jars, and they are fully colonized and ready to go. So we're going to be spawning the turkey tail and the lion's mane to bulk. That is my next step. And before I do that, I will show you the results of what we have. Keep in mind, typically you want these grain jars to colonize within 14 days. It can be done in as little as 5 to 7, or you can do it at lower temperatures. The lower temperature that you do it at, the slower they'll grow. But there's advantages and disadvantages to letting them grow slower. That's a subject for a whole nother video. But in any case, I let these grow at a lower temperature and I let them grow slower. I wasn't in any particular hurry. And I shook the grain jars up maybe 3 to 4 days ago and gave them a little bit of extra time to fully colonize. And you'll be able to see the results once I take you around the table. But here is our reishi liquid culture. Both jars that we inoculated look good and are fully colonized, ready to make more liquid culture or liquid culture syringes. All of our turkey tail jars colonized well. And this is 5 days. And all of our lion's mane jars colonized. You can see quite a bit of difference in how the lion's mane started and what they look like now. So when they started, it was very light and wispy. Let's do this one. You can see the clump right there. It's really light and wispy to start out, but it gets much thicker. Right there. There's a good one. And as they colonized, they gained a lot of strength and became much, much stronger. So let me run you around the table. I apologize for the shaky video. Those are all of our turkey tail jars. These are all the lion's mane jars that we did. All of them are fully covered. Now, the reason why you want to spawn to bulk is to maximize your yields. I do it a little bit differently than most people. You see a lot of people using bags to make giant blocks. I do it a little bit differently. I actually make casings or cakes. It's not necessarily an opinion. It's just my preferred method of growing, and I feel like it gives me the best yields, best performance. They're kind of like layered beds for or to increase the surface area for my mushrooms to grow. So the further way to maximize your yields, or really how to really maximize your yields with this method, and I'll get to this later on, is to take a tissue culture of your best fruits, expand that into either liquid culture or auger, isolate it, and then inoculate all of your spawn with that particular isolate. And when you go to fruit it, especially in beds like this, all of the mushrooms will come up at the same time, and it will give you more of a full coverage across the entire surface area. That's how all the people that you see with the giant mushrooms, that's how they do it. So they do it by cloning tissue from preferred specimens, and they isolate it and they inoculate with that isolate. And when they fruit, especially using a consistent substrate, that's how they get everything to that's how you get monster looking shrooms or mushrooms that all look the same, all come up at the same time. So pretty much by isolating a particular tissue culture and expanding that and then inoculating all of your grain with that particular isolate, and combining that with my cake style, casing style method, with the increased surface area, if you're able to get the right culture going all across the entire surface with the method that I use, you can get monster flushes. Now, in spawning to bulk, it's very much an art and a science. And since I'm really experimenting with different substrates and different additives for this particular run, I am not going to put on video exactly what I'm doing when I expand these to bulk substrate. However, I have a really good detailed course introducing two methods that I use that I've used for a very long time, and they work very, very well, up on the website, available for purchase. If you become a member, you will receive a discount. That's highly advised. The base membership is free, so it really costs you nothing, and you will get a discount on that course. But just by looking at that course, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm doing here and have a detailed explanation as to why with this particular run. I'm doing it in a way that I know that works, but I'm doing it with new materials that I'm not sure how well they're going to perform. So the best thing that you could do is to look up that course. It's chock full of a ton of value, and I'm telling you everything that the commercial guys don't necessarily want you to know. So why can I do that, or how can I do that? It's because I learned all this through trial and error. Like, I've done this hundreds, probably thousands of times, to be honest with you. And it was through experience and just inhaling information that I found that I was able to pick things up. And truth be told, no, I don't want to get into how I got so in tune with growing, but let's just say I ended up getting an enhanced perspective on things that enabled me to really get in touch with how I go about growing, or with just growing in general. And when it comes to mushrooms, I just have a very special relationship with them, so I really understand what's going on from a base scientific level, and then from also an artistic level as well. When I'm doing this, what I mean by art and science is for me, I believe I'm creating a living, breathing organism with each one of these cakes or each one of these casings. And when done right and taken care of properly, they can last for that 3, 4 months and produce quite a bit of biomass for you that's actually of really good quality. I don't want to mix the two and confuse you guys. What I have in that course is not confusing, it's very clear.